Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day everyone. My name is Albert Tam from Download Silo. Today we're going to have a interesting session called Voiceover Air, and we have invited the founder of this Voiceover Air, and he's also the CEO of this company. Jason, how are you, Jason?
I'm very well, Albert. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So before we start, let me do some housekeeping and talk to the guests, whoever has been here. Okay,
Okay.
HM Suja, how are you, HM? If you can see us, hear our voice, the video, please comment something that so that we know that we are live and also there's no issue on the voice and also the video. Okay, we have 10 people already online, and for your information, we will just need to do some housekeeping. I will just project this up. Kindly give permission to this wave video to show your profile photo as well as your name while commenting. So by clicking the link at called https forward slash wave.video forward slash live forward slash again and Facebook. So I will just project that up so that you can see that. Okay, so let me see who has actually commented. Oh, that's good. We have Mizano, Sujit Biswas, Sean Smith, and we have other people as well. Jenna Gasora, Tusa Abdullah, and I do not know this guy. I do not know this guy. So guys, please click the link that I put in the video and also in our Facebook chat so that we can communicate better. So while you are doing that, I will just warm up the stage by asking the founder and CEO of Jason a few questions. So Jason, I would like to ask a few intimate questions about your company, about yourself.
Yeah.
And the first question is, where are you based?
Okay, so I'm actually based in Indonesia. I moved to Indonesia just over a year ago. I'm originally from the UK. I was living in Spain and Singapore prior to moving here. But my amazing team are actually in Asia. So I thought it was better to be on the same timeline instead of waiting them having 6 hours ahead of me, 7 hours ahead of me. So I moved to Indonesia for that sole reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you are from Indonesia, so it's actually near my country. We are just neighbor.
Yes, very true.
So, okay, I believe you said that you have your team in Asia. What do you mean by that? All your developer or your sales.
Yeah, yeah. So I have two amazing back-end developers and app developers. They're actually based in Pakistan. Having one of my amazing team that's actually in Bangladesh, and then we have a team that are in India marketing, and also our AI engine developers are also in India as well. So they're pretty much in the same region. A quite large region, but nevertheless, they're all in the same region. Yes, that's correct, Albert.
Okay, that's good. So, but I know that most of the SaaS nowadays have a distributed team. So your
Yes.
team is more or less distributed. Okay, that's about your company. What about yourself? I mean, I was told that you are in this voiceover business for many years. Can you tell us about, I mean, your history and your background as an entrepreneur, and
Of
so that
course.
we can know better.
Of course, no problem. Yeah, so I've worked in voice, specifically the voiceover industry, sonic branding, audio branding, as it's also known, for 22 years now. So quite a while. I actually work for one of the largest providers of on-hold marketing in the UK. 20 plus years ago, on-hold marketing pretty much says what it is. We were providing on-hold marketing to a lot of SMEs, large blue chip companies. Obviously, at that time, there wasn't much traffic being driven to websites, bots, etc. Social media wasn't even around back then. That's on that level of the level it is now. So I left that company, started my own company. So I believed that I had an opportunity to take advantage of my knowledge within the voiceover industry, grew the business from the ground up. There was me and a lady who was setting my appointments with me. And then we grew to over 150 staff within about 5 years. This was 16 years ago. And yeah, we did really well up until about 4 years ago, when sort of technology started to really exponentially grow. Traffic to websites was becoming more prominent. People weren't making as many phone calls. And also, as I mentioned, you know, a lot of people were starting to use social media as advertising. A lot of businesses were marketing on social media and other more means than the traditional methods of on-hold marketing, radio, etc. So I pretty much saw that the tide was changing about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I thought to myself, we're going to be in trouble here if we don't look to adapt and diversify what we're doing. And we had a lot of clients when I was living in Singapore 4 years ago. We had a lot of clients that were in the Maldives, so a lot of the resorts. And I went to see one of our clients, and he was so excited. It was actually the GM of one of the resorts in the Maldives, Kandima, and he showed me a mobile application. And he was like, "Look at this, Jay. Look at this." I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And he's like, "You can do everything. You can book a spa. You can book a reservation in the restaurant. You can do everything from the app." And I was like, "Okay, so if you've got that, I'm sure many other companies are starting to sort of develop and have the apps built." So the need for on-hold marketing, even though it was a niche market, started to decline. So my goal or my thought process was, how can we bring voice to the masses without the cost? Because it's not cheap to have a voiceover artist, get them in the studio, have the copy written, have the license-free music, have a music producer create that. You know, you're talking a good few $100s to actually have a professional bespoke production. So my goal was to find a way where we could bring this to the masses for such things as social media. And I tripped over text-to-speech. I actually spoke to a guy in Dubai. I was on vacation in Dubai, and we were just talking by the pool. And he was like, "Have you heard of text-to-speech?" It's like, "Text-to-speech? What's that?" And he went, "Let me show you." And I was like, wow, okay. Even though 3.5, 4 years ago, where we are today compared to where it was 4 years ago, there's a huge difference. So I was really interested in this because voice has always been my passion. I truly believe voice is a fantastic medium, not just for content creators, but right across the board. Voice is engaging. It can create positive and negative emotions. And for me, it's something, as I said, you know, is my passion. I pride myself on what we do as a company. And it was just a natural progression, really, from moving from traditional on-hold marketing to then moving into the more technology advanced voiceover, text-to-speech. And really, you know, the concept of the app came just through a lot of late nights thinking how we can bring this to the market. And, you know, really, that's sort of my story over the past 22 years in voice. I've had a long time with the app. You know, we're still developing the app. Much more to come from this. We're still in when I say infancy stage, the app's been live for 15 months on both app stores, so on App Store and Play Store. And we're actually just now starting to get some traction for a lot of hard work of my team, myself. And yeah, we're in a great position to really take advantage of short form video as it's grown pretty much over the past 2 or 3 quarters. This year for short form video is going to be huge, and it's just going to keep growing for at least the next 2 to 3 years. You look at YouTube, they have shorts. Everybody knows Reels on Facebook and Instagram, and we all are fully aware of TikTok. And our app sits right in between all of them. Some people like to use their own voice. Fantastic. We encourage that. And a lot of people don't, for whatever their reasons. So for me to be able to, and my team to be able to bring voice to people that don't want to use their own voice, and not just use the generic voices that TikTok has, or CapCut or Instagram or Facebook has, but to have a choice. That's sort of, you know, what we've been really working towards, is providing a choice, providing multiple languages, providing in-app translator that gives people further reach for their audience and for their business. especially if they have a product in another market that they have to pay a translator, get a Japanese voiceover artist in, etc. So the app, is a one-stop shop, really. It's a hub for voice. And, we've got a lot of ground that we're going to be covering this year. And our users are, are seeing the changes that we pride ourselves on. I hope you heard that, Albert.
Okay, so this is a pretty long introduction.
Sorry about that.
Okay, never mind. So we know that you are very passionate. There is some double voice. Okay, let's mute the other screen. Sorry for that. Jason, so I know you are very enthusiastic about your this business, and I personally feel that there are actually two things in this 2023 that is actually going to be big. First one is AI, because of the GPT-3, ChatGPT. The second one is actually video. Video is getting more and more popular, and every day you can see that people go to Facebook, they do some reels, to show off themselves, that kind of thing, and also maybe some of them go to YouTube, do some shorts, for less than 1 minute, and Instagram as well, So I mean, a lot of things are actually go towards video media. So I mean, your app actually come at the right time, and I hope that you can actually perfect your app, and there are not many people who are actually doing something similar to you. So that's what my feeling is. So guys, I would like to invite our Jason, to actually demo the back end of his product, because this app is actually designed and supposed to work in what we call this in the mobile devices. So I actually talked to him that you have to do something on desktop where people like agencies for lifetime deal buyers. A lot of them are agencies. They will actually want to do it for customer. When they do it for customer, there's only right to do it in the desktop, in the app, or maybe in what they call desktop application, rather than in the phone. That will take a long time, to do that in bulk. So without further ado, Jason, are you ready? Just share your screen and we can go into detail of how the demo is.
No problem. I'll do that now. And just while I'm sharing the screen, while you guys can still hear me, our desktop version, which will be in line with the app, will be released in Q2. So it's going to have all the same features of what we have in the app. We actually did have a desktop version, but we pulled back when TikTok released their text-to-speech. So we jumped on the coattails of that, to be fair. So hopefully now you guys can see my screen. Can you see that, Albert?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, give me a second. Let me just give me 1 second. There we go. My apologies. Okay, there we are. All right, so you can see now. Yeah, we good? All right, fantastic. Yes. All right, great. So as I've mentioned, I think I've mentioned in your post a couple of days ago, we currently have 75 languages available. Right now, there's 313 voices on there. 200 of them are actually standard. So they're pretty much the generic voices that most of the people that are watching this right now have heard. And then 113 of them are neural voices. In our next update, which is going to happen next month, we will be removing all of the standard voices and we'll be replacing them with neural voices. Now, out of the 350 voices, 35 of them, when we first update, will have emotions. From that point, in our next update after that, we will be increasing that. So what we're going to do for this demo, I've already got the voice in here. I've chosen a UK British voiceover lady by the name of Mia. So I have the text in here. It's already saved. So as you can see, we have the volume and the speed, also the pitch. So the speed obviously increases the speed of the speech. We can decrease that as well. Volume I normally leave in the middle. And then we have the pitch here, which obviously slows, deepens the voice or highes the voice when speaking. So we go to the music. As I've mentioned, the music is powered by Epidemic Sound. We've had a very good relationship with Epidemic Sound now for 2 years, even prior to when the app launched. Epidemic Sound loved the concept. has supported us since then. And we're very, happy with the royalty-free music that they provide us. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to import that for a second. So we have the siren screen, which is one of the tracks. As you can see, you have the moods in there. What I'm going to do is just give you a quick demo on this one, and then we'll do an additional demo after this. So I'm just going to edit very quickly the actual video. Also, just so people are aware that are watching this, in Q2, it's in our roadmap. We will actually be changing the editing suite, make it a lot more attractive, make it a lot more functional. This has been our original editing suite for the past 15 months. And again, just to reiterate, we will be changing that in Q2. So if I'll shut up now, let you guys have a listen to this just while it bakes the audio. We have the 3 layers.
First app of its kind has launched its first lifetime deal. Voiceover Air has over 300 human-like voices in 75 languages and an array of high-end license-free music powered by academic sound. The app offers content creators the ability to add voice, music, and video like never before. Power up your content with our in-app translator and reach all corners of the world. Contact us now and mention download Silo to get the lifetime deal at a 15% discount.
So personally, what I should do there is the music's actually a little bit too loud. Well, that gives the user the ability to reduce the music as well, because for me, coming from a voiceover industry, obviously the voice is actually more important than the music. The music is important, but to lower the music so you can hear the voice more clearly is obviously the best option for that. So would you like me to just play that again for you with the volume down, or are you happy with that, Albert?
Yeah, you can play it again with the volume down.
Okay, fantastic. So I'll just turn it down a little bit more, and then we'll make the audios and the video.
We are excited to announce the first app of its kind has launched its first lifetime deal. Voiceover Air has over 300 human-like voices in 75 languages and an array of high-end license-free music powered by academic sound. The app offers content creators the ability to add voice, music, and video like never before. Power up your content with our in-app translator and reach all corners of the world. Contact us now and mention download Silo to get the lifetime deal at a 15% discount.
Okay, so that would be the first demo. So yeah, so pretty much that just gives you a bit of an insight into the quick sort of short form thing that was around 30 odd seconds long. So if you have any questions regarding that, please feel free to ask me just while I set up the next demo.
Okay, yeah, guys, I saw some people like Charles from Singapore saying that, the video keep on breaking. I have this issue as well because I'm in KL, so I have to refresh the Facebook in order to see it again. I think this is a regional CDM problem, if I'm not wrong. I mean, kind of a Facebook problem. So
yeah,
all other places I think is okay. I mean, there's no other people who complain that.
Okay. No, that was just to add to that, it was actually on my phone while I was showing that everything was fine. There was no jump. There was a couple of lags in that on the live, but not on my phone. Just to confirm that, Albert.
Okay. So yeah, Jason, are you showing anything else?
Not yet. I'm going to show in just a second. I'm just setting it up as mentioned. So, I'm just going to add another video now. This is a little bit of a longer video. So it just literally take me a couple of seconds. So I'll do that, add another video, some music, and then I'll show you a little bit more of a longer production. As I said, the first one was around 30 seconds long. The second one's around 90 seconds long. Little bit more content in there. The video is more of a sort of a demo, actually, of the app itself. So I will show you that in a second. If you want me to if you want to, I think there was a question there. Our voices are okay. Yeah. So as I mentioned, we will be removing the voices. I know a lot of people are using the same engines. Full transparency from our side. We do use Poly. We do also use Google as well for our voices. But probably what our aim is really to, by the end of this year, really start to, once the revenue starts to increase for the company, is to really move away from using those providers and push our own. We have our engineers here, our AI team are really, really solid and work around the clock to sort of refining the voices. So that is something that we will be, concentrating and are already doing that as we speak. Okay. So yeah, let me just, I'm just about to do another video for you. So I'll share that now. Just give me a second. I think we're already, yeah, there we go. Okay. So my main focus, you mentioned just before I started the first demo, just waiting for this to render. It'll take maybe 10 seconds. That you mentioned about desktop for agencies. As I did sort of briefly touch on, we will be releasing our desktop version in Q2, pretty much maybe near the end of Q2. And for us, it's important for us to make sure that our users have the ability to use both. We're not just looking to just keep our users tied to one version. Obviously, the desktop version. There's a lot of companies out there providing desktop. Not so many on the mobile side. There are a lot of companies, but they are very basic, looking to maybe really cash in on the sort of on the technology of text to speech. So I'm just about to share my screen with you again now. Can you see that, Albert?
Hold on, let me show your screen. Yes.
Yeah, you can see that. All right, fantastic.
You can see that.
All right, fantastic. So what I've done, I'll just show you now. I've actually added a lot more script in there. I've changed the voiceover artist as well, which is already saved. I've changed the music. What I will do is I nearly made the same mistake again, just to reduce the volume of the actual music itself. Everything's fine there. I might just slow the voice down a little bit. So that will be, I think we'll move it to there. Video's ready. And as you see here, this is a video that's just under 3 minutes long. I haven't done the full voiceover for this, but just for this demonstration, just to see how quickly. This obviously also depends on your connection, whether you're on Wi-Fi, 4G or 5G.
So the Air Text-to-Speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's going to help you take your social media and any short-form video content to the next level. The app offers voice, license-free music and video content. The way that it works is you want to start off with typing your text here. I already have what I wanted to say, so I am just going to go ahead and copy and paste, and then from there you can choose from the 75 languages and 313 voices. We first need to choose the language and the voiceover artist, and for this demo we are going to choose a British voiceover called Amy. You can even test the voice and change the characters as many times as you like until you are completely happy with your voiceover. The deduction of characters only happens when you export your final version of your production. Now that you have your voiceover ready, you can change the volume, the speed, and the pitch if you like. From this point, you then want to go to the music, and this is where you have access to 500 license-free soundtracks powered by Academic Sound. It is super simple to navigate around the moods that are available. There is a mood for every occasion, and you can even preview the tracks before adding them to your production. Once you are happy with your music, you then want to go to the video tab and press upload. And once you have that, you will have everything in the timeline ready to go. If you need to make adjustments, then just hit edit, and what I am going to do now is crop the soundtrack so it fits with the rest of the production, and from there we are pretty much ready to export your production to any of your social pages, WhatsApp, email or to your device, or if you want to just check out the production, you can do that as well.
So that's pretty much the sort of a longer version. Actually, the music, I wasn't really happy with the music, but that's a good thing for people to know as well. You can go back, change the voice, change the characters as many times as you wish. Let me just stop screen sharing just for a moment. So just for people that are watching, the good thing that we offer, which is a lot different to a lot of the mobile providers, as when you're converting the text to speech, a lot of them will count the characters. So for instance, if you've got 10,000 characters and you want to make multiple changes before you export, most providers will charge you for those characters. We don't charge them until you actually export your production, which I think is a key USP for us. So you can change the music as many times as you wish. You can change the language, the voice, change the characters. And that for us, is a huge bonus for our users to not have to worry about, oh, I've only got 10,000 characters in this production. I have to be careful how many times I change, how many times I make edits. So, that for us is important. And also, one of our other things is obviously the exporting to social media. A lot of our users don't know this, and this is down to our education, which we are doing on our new Facebook page and on our Instagram. Is when you export to, let's say, for instance, we'll use Instagram. If you're wanting to create a reel, but you want to add stickers to that reel, or not use the music in the app, you want to use some trending music on Instagram, you can still do that. So you don't have to download it directly to your device. You can just export. It'll give you the option if it's stories, reels, or post. So if you're doing reels, you can go straight into the reel and then you can finish off editing. Same with TikTok. You can do that in TikTok as well, just to give people a little bit of an insight into the benefits of what the exportation does.
Okay, that's good. So, Jason, some audience are asking, how to do the adjustment, at the back end. I think you can show that, right?
Yes, of course. So you mean the adjustments of the volume pitch? Is that what?
Yes, that kind of things, Yeah.
Of course. Yes, please. Just 1 second. So what I'll do, let me just screen share again, just to give you guys 1 second, please. So yeah, I'll just add the text in here, and then so basically the volume, it does play a huge role as it did in that video just then. I should have actually reduced the volume a little bit more than what it was in that demo. But yeah, I can show you here, and I'll do, in fact, what I'm better doing. Oh, we can do it now. Watch. So I'll increase the pitch of the voice, so we can play that now.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's going to help you take your social media and any short form.
Okay, so it can do it a little bit faster depending on your content. We can reduce this.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's
okay. And then you can increase the speed, and let's put the pitch back to normal, and then just increase the speed. So the little return button, that little circle recycle button, puts it back to all of the.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's going.
Okay, and then you just slow it down as well. I'm going to tell you guys.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android.
Okay, and then obviously the volume. So let's just reset them, increase the volume.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android.
Okay, and then obviously.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android.
Just to also inform you on this page, when we do add the emotions next month, this will open where this screen you're actually looking at now will offer, and when you'll be able to press on it and open a new page. And most of the all 35, 36 of the voices that will have emotions will normally carry the emotions that most people see on a desktop. And if people haven't seen a desktop version, happy, sad, whisper, there's many different options that they can choose with that. So for us, the emotion play a key role in making sure that people can add more natural sounding, add emotions to the voices. Obviously, that adds more accuracy to the voice as well, and that has been my number one goal this year, is to get the emotions attached to the voices. But hopefully, that answers the question with regards to the features that we have: the speed, the pitch, and the volume.
Okay. So guys, I think the demo is quite simple. So the only issue that when you see it on our what they call live video, you see a small screen, and Jason was trying to use a hand to actually, adjust the speech, adjust the what they call the speed, that kind of thing. So you really you can't see the what they call his finger. Of course, you only can see the movement of the slider.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe Jason,
yes,
you can also try to choose some other voices other than English. Maybe put some Bengali. Is any Bengali word? Bengali voice?
Yeah. Having but then what I'd have to do on there, just so you are aware as well, we have a translate feature. Right now, we have a translate feature, but we've just literally about 6 o'clock this afternoon, we were having some issues with the translation. So we've just taken it offline, but it will be back online tomorrow morning. But we had, unfortunately, sod's law, it had to take it offline. So I would have done that. But what we can also do is you can also, not all of the voices, but a lot of the voices, you can actually still speak in English, but with an accent. Okay, which if I spoke more than 2 languages, I speak English and Spanish, I would show you guys. But what we can do here is I can give you a bit of a test or a demo of one of the Chinese voices speaking actually in English with a Chinese accent.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me just share that with you again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Hold on, let me show the screen. Yes, now we can see that.
All right, fantastic. So I can show you the speed's just moving, the volume's moving. Okay, so you're not seeing a frozen screen. Here you go.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's going to help you take your social media and any short-form video content to the next level. The app offers voice, license-free music, and video content. The way that...
So that's just one. So let me go to another one, just so you can hear another voice speaking with a different accent as well. So if we go to, let's say, for instance, this is one of my favorites. Let me actually, because there's quite a lot of text in there. That's the reason why it's taken a few moments to render. But it won't take more than a few seconds. And then you can actually have a listen to Nihar as well. So yeah, the goal with this is just so people know with the LTD, with the lifetime deal, the translate feature is only included in the lifetime deal and the expert package. The reason for that, we had a lot of people that were abusing the translation feature, and it was costing us a lot of money. So here's another voice that you guys can listen to.
So the Air text-to-speech app is available on both Android and iOS, and it's going to help you take your social media and any short-form video content to the next level. The app offers voice, license-free music, and video content. The way that it works is you want to start off with typing your text here.
Okay.
I already have what I wanted to say, so I am just going to go ahead and copy and paste, and then from there you can choose from the 75 languages and 313 voices.
Okay. Is that okay, Albert? Would anybody like to see any more, or happy?
I mean, not for me, for some of the members, because I know that I tried that, so that's good. So maybe we should actually, there are a lot of questions being asked. I will project it up and then you try to answer it as much as possible. If you can't answer in time, we can actually come back to the Facebook where we can actually answer that, tomorrow or so.
Yeah.
So let's do some. Okay, there are many questions asked. Okay.
Good.
This is, can you just read the question and then you answer by yourselves better?
Yeah, no problem. So I heard the demos. This is from Jao Ortega. I've heard the demos and they are some of the best human-like in the industry for the music, commercial rights included. So just to sort of clarify on that, the voices, a lot of companies are, a lot of TTS providers are actually using these already. So, we want to have full transparency. We want, we're not some, without sort of touching on it too much. A lot say that this is their technology, and it's really not. And it's not our technology. Okay, it's Amazon Poly, and also we use Google at this stage. So, the voices, that what we've done is we have a library of 700. But my goal is not to boast that we have 700. My goal is I'd much rather reduce the amount and the quality of the voices that we offer and say that we only have 300, 315 to really offer the quality. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this live, the voices that you hear on the app now, or the ones that you've heard now, are probably going to still be on there, but we're going to remove 200 of them. So we only will offer the best quality that we have within our library, and our prices will not change based on that. Second part of your question, the music can be used. We only have one caveat for the license-free music, and this isn't down to ourselves. This is down to Epidemic Sound's contract with us. You can use all of the music, which, by the way, is absolutely amazing. When you do buy the LTD, or when you go to the app, listen to the tracks. They're amazing. The only place you cannot, and I can categorically state this, the only place you are not allowed to use the music is on YouTube. That is the only place. You can use it on TikTok, social media. You can use it for social media ads. You can use it on your on-hold marketing. You can do whatever you wish with the soundtracks that are included, but you cannot use it on YouTube. There are other options for that, but right now we were not allowed to do it on YouTube. Okay, hopefully that clears it up.
Yeah, okay. So regarding that, is there any workaround in future, or this is a permanent ban? Not to say ban, you cannot use it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's literally what our goal is. We're not actually tied into any specific time frame with Epidemic Sound. We're using them because they're the best royalty-free provider out there. So there is something that I found out just a few weeks ago, that there is actually a catalog of music that can be used. We are working with Epidemic Sound at the moment. There's a free catalog that you can use via YouTube. That's something that I need to do a little bit more research in. But with that being said, we are working with Epidemic Sound to actually have some of their older tracks that are not really collecting royalties, because all of their music that's on YouTube is actually collecting royalties for the artists, which I respect totally. They have to earn a living, but we are in discussions with them to use an older library, which is still fantastic. And then that will possibly be in Q2. So probably the middle of the summer that we hope to finalize that. So yeah, good question.
Okay, Ray was asking, can we change the tone on certain words or sentences like?
Okay. Yeah, good question, Ray. At this stage, no. But what you will be able to do when we bring our desktop online, they will both correlate. They'll both be the same. So in the app itself, as well as the desktop, obviously we're talking about the app right now, you will be able to do that in Q2. You will be able to stress words, put that in capitals. You'll be able to create pauses between words and sentences as well. Okay, Ray?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Sean, okay. What do you mean by neural voices and how are they created? Okay, so the difference between a standard text-to-speech voice and a neural voice is down to two things. The standard voices are the basic voices that come straight out of the engine, that are not refined, have no work done to them. So they're unpolished. To use a sort of layman's explanation, they're unpolished. The neural voices have time spent with them, refining them, correcting the grammar, correcting the nuances, correcting the intonations, and generally being able to create a better accuracy of a voice. And they're created through machine learning, and also that down to our engineers that are constantly working on making the voices a lot better, Sean. Okay, hope that answered your question.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Let me project the next, because there are so many questions. I have also lost. Hold on.
Okay, good question, Enterosa. So at the moment, you can actually upload on the app. You can upload a video up to 10 minutes. Okay, so a 10-minute clip that you can have on the application. Once we go to the desktop, this is sort of why we wanted to bring, and I know I keep repeating the desktop, but I know it's so important for a lot of our users, especially the LTD community. We will be increasing that. So what you'll have is the opportunity to use for short form, which is actually far less than 10 minutes, but you will be able to use the desktop to have larger files on there. But for audio, the audio is up to an hour. If you don't have a video, you can actually, for anybody that doesn't know this, which probably doesn't, you can actually add just the voiceover. You don't have to have the music, and you don't have to have the video. You can just create voice on the application. You can do 60 minutes of voice on there as well.
I mean, basically, I think you also can, record your ebook, so to say, let's say, the voiceover, your you write an ebook and then just put it, voiceover, then that is your ebook.
Exactly, especially if you've got in our LTD, which out of all of our packages has the most characters per month, which is 2 million. So that's between 30,000 words up to about 50,000 plus. So that's quite a lot. That's like 6.5 hours of actual audio recording within the 2 million characters.
Okay, this has been answered, I think, Mohan. We can slow down the part of speech, speed up, change the tone. Is basically on the pitch, it's not the what they call angry tone or maybe speed tone.
But can I just interject there just for a second, Albert? Mohan, that's a very good question, because what you can do, let me just show you very quickly. I'm just gonna show you the actual area where you can do this. So just give me one moment, please. Let's get this up for you. And then you can see here. So here well, you can't actually see because I've not got a pointer on, but where you see where the text is here, where I'm moving the text, if you can see English, Indian, and then look to the right, you'll see Nirja or Nirja, okay? And then there's a plus sign there, okay? So what you can do is add multiple voices, okay? So for instance, I'll just do a quick type hello. Okay, if I can spell. All right, we'll just put help in. So what that will do, that will add another layer, okay, into, as you can see here, you have the 2 layers. I'm just turning the eyes on and off. You have the 2 layers. You can add multiple layers. So for instance, if you want part of your production to be slower, or however you want to manipulate it, you can do that. And then you can create just one sentence. Like I know I've just done a word, but you can create one word, one sentence, speed it up, and then move, and then type another. Okay, just whatever comes into my mind. Okay. And then you can add as many of these layers as you wish. Okay, so as you can see, you've got 3 layers here. So you can do that. The answer to the question is yes, you can do it. just needs you to add more voice. You can actually add more voices as well. So you don't just have to have, as you can see here, Joanna. You can change the language. You can have it in a different language. So for example, like when you fly on a plane and you go to, let's say, for instance, you're flying from Singapore to Germany, you'll obviously have English. You'll probably have German language on there as well. You can add multiple languages in the same production. Okay. So you can see here right now we've got, oh, sorry, that was my fault. So right now we have English India. Then we've got Joanna, and again, you can change that. So yeah, to answer your question, you can manipulate the voices if you wish.
Yeah, this question from Ray is actually what you have been talking. You can get a few voices, up to you. Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly what you can do.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, because I think not YouTube, Facebook has some problem, certain area like Indonesia and Malaysia and also some US, So guys, if you see your video is black, just refresh your browser.
Yeah.
Okay, voice sticks. So I'm not sure what is a voice stick. Voice stick, I believe, is talking about maybe angry or happy.
Yeah, I think it's either just the speed, which we've demonstrated already, the pitch as well, and if what Albert's saying as well is the emotions, which again will be on the app next month. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can I provide the voice input that it can take in the prompt, convert it to text, and create the voiceover for that? Typing on mobile can be hectic sometimes. Okay. So yeah. So to answer that right now, what you've seen on the app so far is what's available. We are working on. It might sound. It's not a small thing, but what you want is obviously important. And what we're always doing is we're always listening to our users for any sort of like our users want to use their own voice on the app, which if that's what they want, we're going to do that as well. That's going to come in Q2. But yeah, right now, the voice input is solely what's in the application itself.
Okay. The other question is, I've seen some members are asking cloning of the voice. For example, have actually recorded certain paragraph, then after that, every time they'll actually reproduce the same kind of voice,
Yeah, well, we've actually got the technology right now, but that's going to be for another app. I'm not going to integrate the cloning within Voiceover Air. We're going to be releasing it. I'm not going to say too much right now, but Q4 we have another app that's coming. But right now our recording for cloning is around 30 minutes. It's too much. I need to get that down to a minimum of 15 minutes of voice cloning to have the accuracy correct. So right now, no voice cloning on Voiceover Air, but coming soon, yes.
Yeah, it has to be realistic on costing, So
of course it does, for the user as well as the company. Definitely, it needs to be sustainable. So that's a good question from Gela. How compare with other voice apps? If you're talking about mobile applications, and I'm not being biased, I always encourage our users, please go and check the other mobile apps, not desktop. Desktop, we're no competition right now. That will change in Q2 because no desktop that I'm aware of actually has a mobile application as well. They firmly concentrate on the desktop version, which we understand. But for mobile, there's nobody that competes with us, even though we didn't get much exposure last year, and there's a lot of mobile apps that have a lot more users and a lot more revenue. That was a lot of issues that I had last year outside of the company. And mobile apps, I encourage you, go and look at the other apps and you will come back to us. There's nothing out there that competes with us.
Okay, Jason, I just projected up the link for the participation form for the giveaway for tonight, so just to make sure that the audience know about it. Guys, please go to the link that I project up and fill up your name, your email address, and kind of things. Then after that, we will end of the session, we will draw 5 prizes. There will be 1 million characters per month, for that. Okay, so let's continue to answer the question. Okay, there are many questions. I'm not sure whether we can finish.
Well, that's fine. Can I just ask Albert? I'm pretty confident that I know the answer, but all of these questions will be on the post, right, on your page. Will that be correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what I'll do, the time's coming up to 10 now, but what I'll do, I'll try and answer some this evening. If not, I'm always awake at 5 a.m. So every single person, if anybody's seen me on any of other pages, they'll know that I'm very proactive. So every question that's not been answered tonight, tomorrow morning, I will spend a couple of hours answering every single person. I have no issues with that.
Okay. So yeah, this question, I mean, you can buy add-on, no problem, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So that you can, sir. What you'd have to do is just contact us. We'd obviously have to discuss that. We have people that are creating audio books that solely are using the text to speech. So that's no issue. Just contact us and we can deal with that. Okay. Okay. So what is the character word limit for a single TTS operation? So right now it's 10,000 per production, but by this weekend we're constantly updating. We don't just update every quarter or once a month. We update if we have something that we can easily update, we will. So by this weekend, by Sunday, it's actually going to increase to 50,000. So each production that you create within the app, your voiceovers, you can have a maximum of 50,000 characters before you export. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, does it work offline also? No, because we have to call with the API with Epidemic Sound, so it doesn't work offline. Fortunately not. I think we've answered this. Can we speed up a few words or slow them down but leave the rest? Yes, you can, but what you'll have to do, the only current way to do that is by adding multiple layers. So as I shown maybe 5 minutes ago, you'll just need to add multiple layers. So you can do part of your sentence. Once you've got the part of the sentence and the bit that you want to speed up, whether it's a word, a couple of words, or a sentence, you just need to push the plus button that you can see, and then you can add another layer and speed it up. Okay, that's a fantastic question. The app seems stable and blazingly fast. Would the potential of the desktop app be similar once it's going to be identical? That's what we want to do. Oh, that's very nice. I believe the app is a diamond and Jay is a one. Thank you. Do you think those minor bugs that appear on some platforms be taken seriously? Without fail, as I've said to everybody that I've spoken to that's bought the LTD over, we only launched the LTD 2 weeks ago. I've spoken to every single person. There's only been 45, but every single person has been spoken to, and if I have to spend an hour with them, I'll do that. I'm not at that scale yet where we're having to deal with 200 or 300 people a week, but right now everybody will be spoken to by me, and to offer the service to let them know if there are any issues, we can combat them and we can obviously fix them. Will this have a web app or just a mobile? No, it's going to have a web version. There was a question just a couple of minutes ago. Any Indonesian demo? Okay. Oh, look at you trying to catch me out here because I'm in Indonesia. I like it. But just to add what I'll do now, if you can actually demo the app. If you're on an Android device, you can actually just register and download the app. And in the app itself, you can register and you get 2 free productions on Android. But I think some people know. Let me just show you. I didn't show this actually. So let me just sort of let me give you this now so you guys can actually see. Right, so here, this is in our settings. So if you go to languages, you actually have 13 languages there. So right from Arabic, Chinese, you have Bahasa, Sudanese, Javanese, and you can actually change the language of the app itself. So you can have a localization. So it's easier for people to use their native tongue. We will be adding more in there as well over the coming weeks. We update constantly, as I mentioned. So just to give you, let's say, for instance, Bahasa, so not just Hindi. Yeah, so we can do many languages. There's 13 at the moment, so it just gives people the ease of being able to use it in their native tongue. Hope that answered the question.
Okay. Let me put up some question.
Please.
Is French available?
Yeah, French. We have French on there. So I'm actually just going to leave the app on so you guys can see. Yeah, we have actually French voices in there. So let me just change it back to English. So you can go here. You can actually put the app in French if you wish. The app can go in French, and we also have French voices as well. So I'll just show you that quickly. As I mentioned, there's 75 languages in there, ranging from Arabic, German, a lot of European languages in there. And as you can see, right, 1 second, where am I looking now? My eyes are getting a bit tired. So you've actually got French Belgium, French Canadian, French Swiss, but French is in there as well. There's actually 8 voices in there. Sorry, I've just lost my Wi-Fi connection. That's why it's not showing the avatars, but they are in there. Yeah, that'll come back on in a second. Yeah, it's just loading up. But there are 8 voices in there. Okay.
Yeah, Jason, this question by Solomon is pretty long. You have to read it in the live chat. Are you able to read it from the live chat?
Yeah, of course, I can see. Yeah. So question 1, do you think those minor bugs that appear on some platforms like mobile, in my case, the iPhone, be taken seriously and fixed immediately? I know Jay has done his best to. Yeah, that's it. So all we need to do is our developers are, as I mentioned, are on near enough the same time zone as me. There's only an hour and a half difference between us. So whenever we get anything that needs fixing, people have, I want everybody to have my direct Facebook. When we send an email, I normally they come from the generic ones, but if there's anything that seriously needs to be done, I take every user's complaints, requests, suggestions seriously. So yeah, Solomon, if you're still having any issues, please just drop me a message again, and we'll fix that minor bug that if you currently have. I'm not sure if you're staying us or not, but if so, we will do that. Can we add our own music there? Okay. At the moment, no. So just to elaborate on that, you can't just download the music. That's an agreement between Epidemic Sound. You have to have voice. If you want the music, you've got to have voice. You can just have voice. You don't have to have the music. You can have voice and video. You can have voice and music, or you can have all 3, but you can't have just the music on its own for many, many reasons with Epidemic Sound. Is there any version limitations for LTD users? So you actually get 50,000, actually more than any of the other packages. So you get 50,000 characters per production. You get 2 million characters per month, okay, which is between, as I said, 28 and 50 odd thousand words, 6.5 hours of audio. You also get unlimited productions as well. So you can produce as many productions as you want. They can be as small as they want or as long as they want within those limitations of the 2 million characters per month. Hope that answers your question.
I think he meant that, for LTD user, would that be what they call whatever upgrade or updates, to the app?
Yes, everything. No, you get included in everything. All of our packages. That when we believe our pricing structure is ideal for users of all sizes. And when we do start to add things to, our goal is to our users to grow with us, not to, when we get to a stage, go, okay, we're doing really well. Now we've got a desktop. Let's put our prices up. I'm confident that where we are now, we should have no reason to increase our prices. Our price range is fantastic. So the limitations, everything that we update with, our LTD community, our users will have all updates as well.
Okay, let me see. What are the question again? No, yeah. Oh, this YouTube come up again.
Okay. if we can't use the music on YouTube, we'll lose half of the battle. Is there perhaps a possibility in the future for us to use YouTube tracks via your app? Yes. So as I mentioned, just in case you missed it, we're in discussions with Epidemic Sound to use an older library. So the older library that is pretty much not gaining royalties for the artist. We can do that. Well, it's not that we can't do it. We want to do that, but we have to go through a lot of information before we get to that stage. But it is something that we do want to, obviously, because it does restrict our users from using it. But you know, for us, that is something that's on our agenda. Definitely, good question.
Okay, so this is the advanced editing capability, you know.
Yeah,
And
there
you
is.
can do it in the desktop.
Good question. Yeah. So as I said, in our Q2 update for the editing suite that we have, or that we're going to implement, the editing suite of what you see now, the timeline of what you see now will be, you won't even recognize the app when it comes to that. It's not going to be overly difficult, but what it will do is it's going to add a more UI and UX friendly version to our users. So yeah, you'll be able to trim, you'll be able to fade in and out, and obviously volume control. You can do that now on the app as well. The volume control is already there. You just have to do it through voice, where you can increase or decrease the volume, and also with the music, you can do that already. Just the trimming is going to be a lot better in our next update.
Okay, Jason, I think we have answered most of the question, unless I have missed out. You know? So, okay, guys, if you have any urgent, immediate question you want to ask, please type it in the chat so that we can actually try to answer that. If not, maybe we can answer that tomorrow by Jason. Okay, while we are waiting, we'll actually do the what you call giveaway. So it's my job now. So, Jason, just continue to talk to the audience while I get the names.
No problem. So what I'll do, I'll just give you a quick recap. So our goal, and one thing I am, is very transparent with our users. So we launched on both app stores just over 15 months ago. And last year was a really slow month for us. I had to do some things outside of the company that took my time away from the application. Now that I'm back at steering the ship, my goal this year is to actually advance the application, get it to a point of where we have better voices, where we have a better editing suite, you have the emotions on the app. That is all going to happen between next month and Q2. So over the next 4 months, the things that I've just mentioned will be executed on, will take place. And our goal is really to bring our users with us and keep the user base growing with us based on what we offer. And I know that the desktop version is key to a lot of people. So, when our users speak, we listen. We already actually have a desktop version, but I've taken it offline because it's that basic. And with other desktop providers, what we don't want to do is create that stigma or that mindset that our app is great, but our desktop version isn't. If we're going to be relaunching the desktop version, it has to be in line. I can't put our desktop version out. So yeah, just to give everybody that understanding, the desktop version will be in Q2. Our mobile app and desktop, whenever we update, they'll both be updated at the same time, and you'll have access to both of them.
Okay, so now it's time for a giveaway, and we have 5 prizes to be given away. And the price is actually 1 million characters per month that we reset every month. So it's kind of good as well because, the full LTD that actually on sales now is actually 2 million characters, So if you want to buy that, just you click the link and use a coupon download silo to get 15% off. Okay, guys, let me spin the first winner. Let's go.
Arabic. Yes, we have Arabic. Just in case you heard me.
Iransoa. Iransoa is from Africa, but he speaks French. So he would like to have French voiceover. Okay, congratulations, Iransoa. Are you there to claim your prize? Please type your name. In the chat so that we can award you the prize, or else we have to spin again.
He's here. He's there. I can see him.
Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, guys. For those who are name not there, I'm not too sure because sometimes you didn't fill in the form or whatever. So some people fill in the form last minute. I mean, that is something that it happened every time, So don't blame us. Okay, let me check whether is there any other name. Okay, 2 more names. Let me copy and put it in. Okay, let's put it in. Hold on.
Joe, if you can hear me, just a quick one. Our biggest wow moment's going to be the emotions. Definitely removing the standard generic voices and putting the neural voices in there, so our users have a better selection of voices. So our wow moment is going to be the emotions on the app. Thank you. Okay.
Let me spin again.
Solomon said can't see his name.
Yeah, you have to fill in the form, So if you don't fill in the form, then okay. Let me check again because sometimes it has problem,
No problem.
Ray, I don't see your. Oh, yeah, I see your name, but then let me check. Your name is there, Ray. Okay, don't worry. Let me spin again. Let me share the screen. Okay, guys, I will spin the second time. Shuffle again. So hope the best guy will win.
So you're doing 5 now, Albert. Is that correct?
Yes, 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is Ayesha Siddiqa Mira. I think this is a new attendee. I don't know her or him. I believe the name is I can't recognize. So anyway, Mira, can you please type your name in the chat so that we can award the prize to you?
Excuse me. Angelica's also just mentioned is her name in there. Did you put your name on the list, Angelica?
Okay. Is Ayesha Mira there? If not, we have to spin again. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Ayesha's there.
Okay.
Hey, well done.
Okay, let's
in time.
Let's spin the third winner. Harry Zhao.
Oh, that was close.
Harry Zhao, are you there?
Well done. Well done, Harry. Raphael. Mine is not there either.
Okay, he's there. Harry Zhao, congratulations. So let's remove your name. So we have 3 winners already. Iran Soa, Mira, and Harry. So we have 2 more spin.
Do you want to just check a couple of the people? Oh, I missed my whisker.
Sometimes you guys come in very late in the last minute. Actually, we should not put your name because it's not fair for those who stay 1 hour and or so. So, but then please understand. So, I mean, this is something that I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not saying that you are trying to game the system, but then it has to be
Has to be fair, right?
Okay, let's shuffle. Spin again. The 4th name. Let's go. Hey, Sam Chuja.
Oh.
Well done. Sam Chuja will like this because he also what I call in the video guy, Congratulations, HM Suja. Are you there to claim your prize?
You better be quick.
Better be quick. Yeah.
Hey, there he is. Well done. Good questions as well that you asked. Thank you. I appreciate them.
Okay. So this is the last spin, guys. Hope that the best guy will win. If you don't win, you can actually go to our Facebook, what I call the Facebook comment post. There is another 5 prizes. Please do test run the app, do some comment review. Then we'll see. We'll choose the best comment. Then we award you the prize. Okay, let's go. Sam, this time you win. I hope you are there, Sam.
YouTube. Cool. Well
Are you
done,
there?
Sam.
Sam.
You've not. There he is. Thank God.
Is he there?
He's there. I
Okay.
can see him at the bottom.
Yeah, he always complain to me he never win, but he actually won a few times.
Well done, Sam. Fully deserved. Well done.
Okay, Sujit was watching in what they call the YouTube. There is no lagging. So as I said, this is a Facebook issue. Facebook servers got problem. So sometimes, we do not know what the problem. So let's remove everybody and okay. So we have 5 names already. Let me recap the names. Iran Soa, the first name. Second name is Ayesha Sidika Mira. You have a long name. And the third one is Harry Jao. The fourth one is Hashem Suja. And the last one is Sam Jasani. So congratulations, guys. We will actually announce the winner officially in our Facebook group and on how to claim the prize as well. So just watch out for the post. So guys, this is our end of our session, and we have quite a long session today, 1 hour 15 minutes. And before we end, I would like to say thank you to everybody who actually spent some time here listening to this new, not to say new technology, I would say that something refreshing, and not many people do it, So I think Jason was right, he's the first in the world to actually have video, music, and voice together, so that you can actually produce your production, in a handphone. So in Q2, you can do it in what you got, web app or desktop. So we hope to see it comes very, very soon. So Jason, anything to say to the guys, to the audience before we end?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone for taking the time out of their day to join. I really appreciate everybody that's asked questions, everybody that's been listening, and anybody that's bought the app previously, anybody that's going to buy the app. I just want to say that some of the people that are in here have actually already bought the app, and the support that we offer. I work from 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes till midnight. So I'm committed to this. It's not something that, I'm just looking for a short period. I want to grow the app. I want our users to grow with us. And thank you to Albert for giving us the platform. I appreciate the time that you spent over the past week with me. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them on Albert's page. You can DM me. We have our Voiceover Air community page, and we're here to help you guys, to help you do the best you can. Which helps us grow, helps you grow as well. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate every single person here.
Okay, guys, that's all we have today, and we hope that to see you again in the next session. We do not know what is the next session, the topic, but we will announce it in the Facebook group. So thank you, guys, and thanks, Jason, for your kind, what I call hospitality and your prizes. So we hope to see you again in the next session, maybe when you actually launch the web app.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to that one. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because we are not the young people who can do very fast with the fingers.
Well, that's it. There's 70% of people are using mobiles, but I also know there's a good number are using desktops. So we'll cater for that audience, Albert, and of course you yourself. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you.